Most people believe that self-defense happens when somebody gets their hands on them. But the truth is that oftentimes you can stop a threat without ever having to touch anyone. And that's what I'm gonna share with you in today's Caner Tip Tuesday, is the CaneFlow concept of creating this invisible fence of protection where you can keep danger at bay without it ever having to get physical. I'll see you on the inside. Before we get started, a warm welcome to all, and especially if you're here for the first time. Listen, if you're digging the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you don't miss any future content, and avail yourself of the free resources, the most important one by far, the no-cost Cane Clarity Call. You do that by texting the letter CCC to the number on the screen. In less than 24 hours, we will be in a conversation with you, answering all your questions regarding, well, whatever it is that attracted you about the cane. What are you thinking? Is it self-protection? Is it better movement? Is it, you have questions regarding canes? It's going to save you tons of time, funds, and frustration in trying to figure this whole thing out for yourself. And believe me, you're going to have an action plan. And by the time you're done in that call, and also we have Facebook groups that are now open to the general public. You can request entry down below. Make sure you agree to the rules of the group, otherwise they won't let you in. Out of nowhere, something just comes up. You don't even know why, possibly, right? But they're agitated, they're aggressive, the way they're coming at you with their verbals and pointing and gesturing, and who knows, maybe they didn't like the way you parked, maybe they think that you looked at them wrong or whoever they were with, and for whatever reason, you find yourself in a jam, right? So let me show you the first concept here. That is, if you have the tool, right? Because we can do this with the empty hand as well, but with the tool in particular, you're gonna take a step back here, bring that cane right across your body, and look at the grip. Now, if you practice CaneFlow, everyone who practices CaneFlow, whether they're in the collective, continuum, you're familiar with this gentle grip that waters things, that it appears to be soft. Because all I'm saying is, hey, and you look, you know what? You're right. I'm wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me today. You're bringing this across your body. What that does is it brings the cane into the guard zone. And this is important because somebody who's approaching you, who's going to escalate and get physical, is looking for an opening and a weakness. So if instead of doing this, I keep my cane down here, I look down, I look away because I'm scared. I may be scared, I may be, this situation but when you do that, they're looking for opening. In this, my center line, everything is wide open. They can go here, they can go here, they can come, but here's gonna be more difficult to do that. And of course, we train to be able to, from here, be able to move with however it is that we need to move at that moment. Right? But you want to create distance, and this personal space of yours, you're going to make it a little bit bigger. Because why? They were getting into that space. That space is different for anyone, and you can do this drill. You can do it with a loved one. Just tell them, hey, listen, when you feel uncomfortable with my presence, just put your hands up. So if you're there, I would drill this by coming to you here, and you'll find that people will tell you, hey, right there, stop, right? So bring up your cane where you feel. Some people, you can get all the way up here and they're still, and that's a bit close. So I'm assuming that you don't have a training partner, right? And it's just you. And so here's Bob, and wow, he's coming from, you're looking at 12 o'clock and they're coming from here. You don't even know what's going on. And all of a sudden you're gonna go and turn and do this. But notice the subtlety in this. If I turn this way, I've actually decreased the distance. That's not your game. Your game is to open and come up. So if I'm facing you, notice that it's a step back and I'm turning half body and I'm saying, hey, and I'm creating distance, right? To do that. So the second step to that is, what happens if they do break through that barrier? So I'll switch over to a padded drone, and the movement now becomes here, and I know my reach. I'm assuming now they do move in. Now I can go ahead and move. Now I can back off, and my verbals change as well. Down, down, down. So notice that in all this, the anatomical targeting is important. Why? Because the limbs are coming, and if you take those out, you win. You've heard me say that before, but please don't miss this. It's not really these things that you're concerned with. Your main concern is an individual who's intent on doing you harm. And the sooner you understand that and you can incapacitate the attack, right? If you're gonna destroy anything, destroy that attack, not necessarily the attacker. You live in a society that's governed by law. That's not the way we like to do it anyway, so you're not gonna see this kind of thing, and once they're down, continue to beat them, okay? So that's how you would drill that. As far as movement goes, so that you understand the CaneFlow language, you'll see caners doing this here. When you see this movement from here to here, so you have the cane, move the camera down so you can see that better. But the movement, this movement of creating space is here. If you take this bigger, what are you doing when you put your cane down here and you're training down here? You say, well, I don't know, it looks like it's a broom sweep, so I imagine they're protecting their low body. What they're doing is it's symbolic of that protective space that we practice. It's a reminder. And when you come back here, no, they're not showing off whether it's back here. So as long as you can make contact with it, this is a form of brain training. And it also a reminder that says, hey, you're using the cane. See, most people look at this and they call it a weapon. We don't. We call it a tool of empowerment that serves as a communicator that this is my space and you really should respect it. If that resonates with you, we have layered training, right? This is just one example. We encourage you to go ahead and text those letters CCC to the number on the screen and find out how it is that we can go ahead and bring you this training right in the comfort of wherever you are. Believe me, if you look at the reviews, it's one of the best decisions that you'll ever make, because the goal is for you to walk empowered for all your days and have the peace of mind that comes with being trained. I'm Joe Robaina. Thanks for watching. Keep caning. Stay safe.